I'm gonna call this August 21st, 2024 meeting to order. G, you want to lead us in pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Young, or I guess, no, oh, okay, Cindy. It's also. Here, I'll hand it out to you. The other two commissioners. Divvy it out.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the real estate or real property tax exonerations.
Second, all in favor?
Are these? There's mine, is this just a copy, is this the same thing as this, or just a copy? And it says to Amy. So
Yeah, but y'all have to sign it
and
too.
we have to sign this one
Yeah.
too?
Whoever wanted.
Oh, two combined, okay, we need to vote on that separately.
Yeah.
So hold on a second here. I've got the real property on top of it. So we have two. Combine, divide, and segregate. The first one is same property owner. Yeah, they're all the same property owner. So I move that we approve the petitions to combine land.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Just one signature? I'll take it.
Yeah, one on each one.
Very good, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, I approve payroll 9/6/2024. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Commissioners, y'all have any questions about the Zoom business?
I did not.
Jen, is there anything special that you seen on there? Might be an issue?
2016 Ford Explorer.
Okay.
Oh, that we purchased?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should vote on that.
Yeah.
One motion to approve vouchers and invoices.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to approve meeting minutes for 8/7/24.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
State settlements,
move to approve.
all in favor?
Aye. Oh, we need a second.
Second.
All in favor? I had coffee since squirrel over this morning.
Going faster than Tom's mind. Or he's not
You've already
moving
approved it,
faster than
okay.
we were.
Gia,
First exhibit would be a board appointment for the PSD for Armstrong Creek.
Yes.
And the application.
So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
And this actually gives them 3 commissioners now.
Good, is that the minimum they need?
Yes.
Second exhibit is a drawdown for Fountain Water Tank project,
Yes.
resolution number 9.
Is Leslie Taylor online?
She is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning we've got resolution number 9, and this is for the Armstrong PSD Powelton Water Tank project, for which the county has a community development block grant for. Just one invoice from E.L. Robinson Engineering for $23,204.30.
Any questions? Commissioners, I have a motion I'll make a motion to approve.
No question, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Leslie.
Aye.
I have one question for you. So now that the PSD has 3 board members, should we take these before the PSD board going forward, or would you still like for us to bring them to you?
I don't think we need to see them, y'all.
You all still have to approve them because you're the actual grantee, but we could take them to the PSD board first
You just go
have
back,
them approve them.
you just go back to normal way it used to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should go through them, but, you know, as they get their legs under them, I definitely wanna, let's get see them.
Yep.
Since they're all new, so yes, thank you for raising that.
Well, thank you guys. Have a great day.
You too. Number 3,
Number 3 is letters to the boards about their expiration, terms of expiration and roster.
commissioners have any questions?
No, I've already edited them and Amy sent the updated letter
I got
this morning. They were, you know, pretty minor edits.
Yeah.
Other than the process, the only difference was the process by which we were going to do the boards, which is we would advertise, send the applicants like we're doing in this case to the boards and let them make a decision, or make a recommendation to us before we make a decision to appoint. And that would be for reappointees too, so the public knows when positions are open. That was the difference. And the one thing I was gonna ask too, is that we allow them to stamp, because there are a ton of letters, rather than sit here and sign all 20 of them right now. So you guys.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm fine with stamping.
Okay, so I'm gonna approve the letters.
Second, all in favor?
Yeah, I was lost on
It's okay,
where we
John.
left off on that.
I was just thinking, I'm happy I don't have to sign my name 20 times.
Yeah.
Next one is a letter for the Southern Soil Conservation District regarding the tax. Was that patron issues? Or
Yeah.
tax?
We've been fighting this for 5 years now going forward. We've had them out to take a look. We showed them numerous blockages. They keep saying that they didn't have money. Now that it's getting ready to start into the new year, they have some funding and we need to get this top of mind. So that was the reason for the
That
letter.
letter.
Yeah, motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did that right there? You want?
We're gonna make some revisions to this, but basically. Let's go ahead and approve it in theory that we want to send the
Okay.
letter to Department of Highways about some of the dust issues, but we want to get some pictures so they can see how bad it is. So I move that we approve the letter that. With that proposed language in there and the pictures.
Second.
All in favor?
I'll make the edits.
Next one is for the EMS money. So every year apparently we have to fill out paperwork. And it's, we do a part, each of the maintenance services, they have to do a part.
We all three have to sign it.
Yeah, motion to approve, I guess.
That number 6.
Yeah.
Second.
All in
survey.
favor?
Yeah, I'll second.
Then I'm getting my cell phone. What's that?
I just put
There's work stuff in there.
Ruth's cell phone on there.
Anthony, can you have a talk with him after the meeting?
And the next one is the attorney, new hire.
Come on up.
Don't be shy. This is Ethan Brogan. He is our new hire. He's hired to take Wes's place. Just to let you guys know, he's not admitted yet in West Virginia. He's actually licensed in South Carolina. He's from West Virginia. And he's in the process of getting admitted to the bar here in West Virginia. Apparently, they have a new rule that lets them transfer test results from one state to another.
I had to retake it.
Yeah, I know. But anyway. But so
Good for you, so.
At this point, we're trying to get him lined out and tuned into what we do in the prosecutor's office. We're gonna probably just have him follow us around for the remainder of the year, and then probably in January start assigning cases to him. But we're excited to have him. He's got some big shoes to fill, obviously, but anyway, but we're looking forward to working with him. Hopefully he'll end up being a good addition to the staff.
We'll make,
When I told Brian Parsons that you were hiring a newly minted
lawyer, he said, I'll remind you that Judge Blake hired a newly minted lawyer who's still a prosecutor. So you may have a long road ahead of you doing this stuff, but congratulations and welcome. I move that we approve the hiring of for Tunk because we brought him on board, was it last week?
No, Monday,
Effective,
so it's only been 2 days.
effective Monday, what was Monday's date, the 19th.
Second, all in favor?
Aye,
Glad to
thank
have you.
you. Well,
Thanks. You want to get back to thoughts? Feel free. All right, have you had a magistrate report this week?
well, you know, I see the wisdom in your decision to give him cases in January.
Well, we'll probably have him help with cases throughout the rest of the year. And at least, prepare motions and that kind of
That'll be
thing.
good.
I'm trying to figure out how to be able to get him to legitimately be able to practice before he's sworn in.
I've got some ideas. I'll talk to you after.
Okay.
Number 8, a letter opposing the rate increase of AEP.
So I know Amy sent this, and Amy, thank you for sending all this morning. She sent the update to us, but I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, I thought I got a copy of it here.
You did, but I asked her just to add a sentence
Yeah,
that,
yeah, that's right.
That's the new one, I think.
yeah, she added it.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve.
There's an extra space in there, before the period in that sentence you added.
Okay, I can fix it and get you a new copy.
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
can we allow them to stamp so she can just make the change in?
Yeah, that's fine. Number 9, Gia.
Number 9 was the change of day for September's meeting. So we canceled the 4th because of where it landed.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
And we have some things, and I can't remember exactly what they are, that Ruth said that we need to address before the 18th. So she suggested that we reschedule the 18th meeting for the 11th. And I'm fine with that. Okay, it's not,
Reschedule the 4th meeting?
no, the one that's on the 18th, we're moving to the 11th.
Okay.
Okay, so it's still one meeting in September, because we have a lot of meetings for the election coming up in October, so. So I move that we approve the change in our September 18th regular meeting to September 11th.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're right on time. I'll let you take this one, Ms. Taylor.
Oh, there's that.
Fiduciary.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony, we've got this fiduciary commissioner recommendation for the Stickler estate. This was a contested issue.
We're just referring it to the fiduciary commissioner.
No, he made recommendation, or did he make, I thought he made recommendations. If I want to do this, hold on. Yeah, he made recommendations about, so there were concerns that the appointed administrators wasn't performing her responsibilities.
We have an issue.
What is it?
Says we're going to appoint a fiduciary commissioner.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
which is not, it's fiduciary commissioners already.
it's already appointed, so you.
Yeah, but so the issue is giving notice to the proper notice to the parties that this,
So they could come in and,
yeah,
Okay.
well, what if they're here though?
It's for purposes of the Open Government Meetings Act. It's the agenda.
Insufficient.
I think the agenda is insufficient for us.
that makes sense, I understand that.
Okay, well, let's make it, because I know these beneficiaries live out of state. Like. I think almost all of the parties except one, live out of state. Is anybody here on the Stickler matter
What,
in person?
I mean, would they get a notification from anybody else?
Um. He did send them a certificate of service. Can you see if any of the sticklers are online? I don't see anybody. Tony might be. If you were a part of the stickler matter, could you, on Zoom, could you put something in the chat, please? Identify yourself. There is a Tony in the case, but I don't know if that's the same Tony. Give him just a second. Anthony, will you go ahead and start explaining why we have to, like officially, why we have to move this?
Under the Open Government Meetings Act, we have to be sufficient notice placed on the agenda for the county commission to take action. And the way this item is listed on the agenda, it says that we are appointing a fiduciary commissioner for the state, when in fact what we're doing is approving the recommendations of the fiduciary commissioner, and I don't believe what's on the agenda is sufficient for the county commission to take action on it. So what the agenda should say is something along the lines of review, discussion, approval of the recommendations
Of the fiduciary
commissioner regarding the Gregory Allen Stickler estate. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea as well. If we sent notice to the heirs. I don't necessarily think that's, I don't think that's a requirement, but it probably would be a bad idea to notify them the date that the commission's going to consider it. If they objected, if any of these heirs objected to Mr. Clay's recommendations, they can file a written objection. But I think it would be a bad idea to actually notify them the dates and time that the commission's going to consider this.
Okay, well, I move that we postpone this matter to the September 11th agenda. And Anthony, could you reach out to Paul Clay and let him know what's going on and issue the notice? I mean, they have their addresses listed here on his certificate of service, so it should be pretty easy.
Well, some of
Well, a couple of them are email.
the,
So,
one address is incomplete too.
yeah, I saw that one
But
too.
I'll see what I can, I'll see what information I can get from Mr. Clay's office.
Second. All in favor? Aye. I guess I'm gonna ask the mayor to come up, 9:20.
Come on up.
Oh, damn. Thank you. We're in the process of doing a rebuilding of our sewer plant. And in doing so, I found, town that does not own that property. So before I put $14 million into it, I thought maybe I'd come talk to you guys. Apparently somewhere in the transfer of the water plant, when the plant was sold to West Virginia American Water, these two plots did not get traded over from the county commission back to down Nancy. One of them is our sewer plant, the other is the second plot up by the old water plant. So what I've asked my lawyers to do is draw up a deed to allow you to transfer those.
Ask him to say, Anthony,
And here, Anthony,
I thought maybe he'd already looked at it.
to basically transfer those two pieces of property to the town of Mansfield, so that when in fact we do start building, we'll own those two pieces of property.
Would you be mortally offended if we made the decision on this on September 11th again,
Not at all.
because he's gonna need to look.
Not at all.
Okay, so I move that we postpone that matter to September 11th.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Who prepares file there?
Who prepares all your?
One thing I would.
Larry.
One thing I would really want to check is just make sure we've got the right property that we're conveying.
Yeah, I just want you to have time to look at it.
Yeah, not a problem.
These are identical. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, he just gave you a copy,
Yeah.
yeah. Second issue is the sidewalk
Second
project.
issue is sidewalk, with all the issues that we've recently had, I think they're resolved. They have been sent back to the DOH. I in fact have a meeting at 2 o'clock with the DOH via Zoom on the trestle. So that tells me, although hopefully that's what it means, is we're back in the ballgame.
Is there any letter or something that we can get after the 2 o'clock meeting confirming that?
I will ask that specific question at that point in time. But the second agenda item on there is the sidewalks, and basically we split the project into 2 parts. First part being what we call Ridge Creek Road, which is from our offices to this intersection. The second part will be Page Street, which will start at the intersection back to US 60. The first part of it is total cost $433,728.83, and council match on that is basically about $87,000. And so I would request, if I could, the commission spend that.
And this is, this is what he presented on months ago, so this is just something that we inadvertently
Yeah,
was missing from our original list. So I move that we approve the 87,000 match pending, DOH's,
Approval of the project, right?
Yeah, that it's approving the project, so if you could just even shoot us an email. And
Oh, I
let us know
will.
What's up with everything.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
yeah, second. I mean, I was on
You've
board
been
with
involved right
it.
up,
Very
well,
much.
yeah.
Second, all in favor?
Uh,
Okay, very good, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, if you want. Let's take a break. You don't mind, John? I'm gonna call the meeting back to order and 9:30. Is anybody here from 9:30? Come on up.
How are you, friend?
Good.
My name is PJ Stevenson. I'm here on behalf of the Fayette County Community Foundation today. And we have been approached by representatives from both the city of Oak Hill and the town of Fayetteville to apply as a partner, the fiscal agent for a joint project through the NRGRDA's New River Gorge Working Group Technical Assistance Fund grant.
Coming back to that just a second,
Of course.
will you explain to my colleagues, because I know a little more about what your organization does from our personal discussions, but could you let everybody know what you guys are doing so they understand the?
Sure. Yeah, so we just founded that foundation. If I can use that same word in there 2 times then. And our goal really is to help with the recreation access in the county, not necessarily building more hiking trails and building up more put-ins and takeouts or things like that, but adding access like ball courts, community centers, multi-purpose fields of different types, supporting the county parks, supporting the town parks, all the different recreation outdoor spaces that we have in the community. And it may grow into other things also. We're hoping to also be able to help with education grants and scholarships as we build up, similar to what the Nicholas County Community Foundation, Greenbrier County Community Foundation do. So similar to things like that, we thought Fayette County should have one of our own.
So it's above and beyond Fayetteville and Oak Hill, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they just happen to be the first 2 that approached us to do a joint.
And you significantly, and I mentioned this to you guys in an email, but significantly to me, they're gonna be able to raise funds and do things like countywide that we as governments can't do. So if we wanted to do fundraisers for the memorial building, for example, that falls well within their purview. And of course, PJ's on the park board, which puts her in a great position to know, what our needs are at the park. They could raise money for, the pool or whatever we do down there. I mean, there are all kinds of, there's a wide scope of things that they could do to further county level objectives.
Sure.
From a nonprofit.
All within a partnership aspect, of course, like
Right.
we're never going to own the property. or be that maintaining person, but we want to help be the person that can help get the funding so that these projects can.
Jump
continue.
started.
Yeah. So that's our goal. So the first project, through this grant, and also the deadline was September 1st. And yesterday afternoon, they announced that they are extending the deadline, so it was kind of like a rush, hurry, emergency thing. It's not quite the same. But we still need to get support from all these different organizations. Now we just have the time to do it properly. The grant is to help in planning and improving infrastructure in ways that might have a justifiable economic impact. Their priorities are utilities, environmental issues, transportation, public health and quality of life, and also include developmental priorities that give improvements to public spaces. So that's kind of where we fall in. We want to help with the quality of life, public health, and public spaces. This grant helps to fund a feasibility study and do initial planning of the development of an indoor-outdoor recreation facility to provide year-round access to space and equipment for all of our residents, regardless of skill, sport, age, or income level. In my head, I kind of think like YMCA, but not an actual YMCA. We have a very active youth sports league in the area, as well as an active adult population with few opportunities or locations to do indoor sports. And most of those indoor locations are generally school facilities, so adults don't have access to those during the school day, or maybe even in the evenings as well. Different ideas of the facility would include multi-use courts like pickleball, volleyball, basketball, fields that could house maybe soccer, football, indoor track, potential indoor pool, weight room, education space, and childcare. Those are just different identifiables. Allison was able to get with the Chapman Technical Group, and they helped just to provide us kind of guidelines of what we should expect out of the project and what the expected hours involved, and maybe a range of rates. So we had kind of a general budget, and that's what's on the sheet that I handed to y'all. Through the project, we'd also identify sites where this might be possible and where it could best serve the county residents. Assess the infrastructure needs of the facility, understand what current infrastructure we have at the locations that we identify, and what costs there might be associated with site preparation. Also to conduct a feasibility or financial feasibility analysis to understand the cost of the improvements, the construction, and then the maintenance and operation of the facility. Let's see. So the grant, it was September 1st. Now it's been changed to October 11th. We are planning to apply for the $50,000, which is the top grant that they have available. If we do a $50,000 application, we have to find $10,000 worth of matching funds. We go slightly below that, $49,500. We only have to have 10% matching funds, so $4,950. This project was something that was identified both in Fayetteville's recreational economics and the rural economies or communities group that they had working all last year. Oak Hill through the Community Development Hub, and then also in the county's comprehensive plan. So we figured no individual unit can do this on their own, and we need to partner in order to get something like this. So I'm asking for a letter of support and then potential funding to help us with the matching funds, which I know that might get pushed off just because of the dates, but.
Well, I'm glad you explained. I read the letter, and I was going to ask you how it would support technology and development stuff. I'm glad you explained all that.
Yeah, I mean, the main hiccup we came up against on the funding is that outside of the ARPA or special funding like opioid settlement, we normally hear those requests in October and February. Sure. Just so we can weigh them all against each other and make those decisions. I know that we have a support letter drafted that we've already reviewed. So, I mean, I'm definitely on board with approving the support letter right now. What do you guys think about hearing the funding request today versus October 2nd?
I mean, go ahead, John.
It's on the agenda, so we might as well go ahead.
Okay, I just want to make sure there weren't any objections.
No, I don't, and I appreciate, I don't have any problem.
All right, so I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the support letter and the $10,000 for the grant match.
Second, all in favor?
Uh,
And so, BJ, could you make sure we put a copy of the study once it comes in, just so for our own, to inform our comp plan?
Sure. And it may end up being something where we would need to see if we could, I don't know how this will play out, right? Like what site might be expected or what's the word I want? Decided upon, but, if we find out that, well, the memorial building is actually in the right place, maybe we need to put some effort into that. Or the pool, like, is there a way these other elements, I have no idea, but we might need to work with you guys to get some of those plans and studies too, so that we can look comprehensively at it all.
Well, good. Yeah, well, I mean, Brian's empowered to.
Great. How long you like it looking for?
Thank you.
Yep. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Motion,
I think it's skipping.
I don't think we skipped anything. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, yeah.